Every time I'm about to come up, it just falls apart.
I'll break you out this. You think I'm joking?
Next Wednesday.
My Cine driver. It is the proper way to treat a princess.
Look, what kind of help were you trying to give me?
When the pressure mounts.
Do you trust this guy? You're willing to stick your neck out for him?
Desperate times.
Man, this is not good.
I bought her that place.
Call for desperate measures.
You looking for Zach?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's not here. He's not going to run, right?
Tyler Perry's Sistas.
Okay, Sistas fans, we're talking about the full 30-second promo for next week's episode, Season 4, Episode 18, Enemy of Mine. Yesterday, I did the end credit promo that appeared at the ending of Episode 17, but yesterday, evening, afternoon, they dropped the full 30-second promo. And I believe they're cutting grass outside, so if you hear background noise, that's why. But the promo starts off, Zach saying, every time I'm about to come up, it falls apart. And Fatima says the line that people were just losing it over because they just love this dynamic so much. I'll break you out of this. And the way Zach looked at Fatima, she was like, you think I'm joking? Now, again, ride or die. Impressive. But at the same time, no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because what good is it to break out and live a life on the run when you're the one who's been done wrong? Even though technically Zach did assault him, so yeah, he got arrested. But no, because this is no better than Zach rushing and beating up Hayden at the job as opposed to being patient and level-headed. Because guess what? Fatima got out just a few hours later. So, hopefully Zach is able to say, no. Let's do this Andy's way and see how it turns out. So, Fatima, a real one. Now, this actually leads to the next part of the promo where you have Robin on the phone with Andy. Do you trust this guy? You're willing to stick your neck out for him. And that's a question of, okay, is Zach really worth it? Because in the end credit promo, it's like, are you sleeping with him? So, again, I don't think it's Robin pulling a Gary, but it's Robin rightfully asking, so, this guy has a record, like, what's the deal? Like, why are you so intent on helping him? So, it's a fair question. So, there's a moment where it looks like Andy is comforting Fatima, like, they're out in the waiting room again because their visit with Zach is over. So, she's obviously distraught about what's going on. And later on in the promo, looks like Robin and Andy are back at the office, which, again, I thought Robin was immediately going on a jet to New York, but whatever. But he's saying he's not going to run, right? So I wonder if this is in reference to Zach. Maybe Zach does get out and he's on some sort of, maybe probation isn't the right word, but I don't know. Maybe he's like, oh, well, for the next 30 days, don't leave Atlanta or something like that. Or when Robin says, you think he's going to run, as in, or he's not going to run, right? As in, maybe he has to wait to go on trial or something. And if Fatima pulls a stunt to like get him out and he runs, it's going to look horrible. And look, I know Robin has all these connections as well as Andy, but yeah, they're like he told her, it's like you're putting your neck out, you're putting yourself out on the line like this. And if he does something again, that's a bad reflection on all of us. And we know that in the next season, he's going to get into a fight with Aaron, and then the restaurant owner is going to call the cops. So look, Zach and Fatima have been wronged by Hayden a lot. I've never denied that. But the way they're playing things out and retaliating, it's making things worse for them. Zach does not have the best track record of staying out of jail. He's been incarcerated a couple of times over things he had nothing to do with, the credit card fraud. And, even if Karen didn't have the warrant out for his arrest for that, Hayden had that one dude plant the drugs in the, the spare tire or the back tire of the chain breaker truck. But the other times we saw him arrested for like breaking and entering into the hotel and attacking Aaron, and then of course the recent arrest of attacking Hayden at the law firm. Zach doesn't have that good track record where he would be worth putting his neck out. Putting, yourself out there, risking your reputation and connections to get someone who has a habit of getting locked up. So that's not me saying I hate Zach, so just stop with the comments. Oh man, you Zach hater and hating someone did all this. I'm just saying from the history of the show. So from there, we go over to the bank. This is a new scene here. Bio arrives with flowers for Sabrina. And remember, the funny thing was they were supposed to meet up last night, but apparently they're going to meet up tonight. Bio arrives at the bank with flowers, only one vase this time instead of a truck, and says, "I'll send the driver. It is the proper way to treat a princess." So it must be for like their date or whatever tonight. I guess maybe the driver is to, I don't know, drive her from the bank to her home, because she did say she would make him dinner. So I don't know. I guess she just leaves her car at the bank. Alright, so Maurice is in the kitchen with Q and Calvin. And Maurice was like, "Were you that drunk? You and Q in my bed. Good thing I have a picture on my phone." Some people pointed out, Jeremy, you say, the picture, how did he take it? Because he didn't have it in the scene in the last episode. Maybe he's referencing Calvin at the club because he was hella drunk. So that's possible. That is definitely possible. But regardless, Calvin looks over and says, "What kind of help were you trying to give me?" So, oh wow, is Calvin second guessing Q staying at the place? Maybe he'll actually retract his offer to let him stay. That would be the smart thing to do, but that's probably not going to happen. Alright, so Aaron is actually looking sad. There's a moment in the promo where we see him leaving the salon. Pam has her back turned at the counter, but let's be real here. She probably overheard everything that was said. And Karen has that like tight-lipped look on her face, like, she's kind of, I don't know, kind of like in a position where she just had the last word. And then Aaron leaves the salon dejected. But this goes back to the end credit promo where it's like, "I accidentally took your keys last night. I have my keys. So whose are these?" And then, Karen is like, "Oh." Aaron says, "You recognize them." Some people have theorized it's possible these are Zach's keys, but that's season 1 Zach, when he threw the key or keys back at Karen when she wanted them back after kicking him out, and they hit her in the face, and she, took a knife out on him. And I remember, she said that Zach abused her because in season 2, the mid-season finale, after bruising her ribs, Gary met up with Andy at the bank to get his money back that he gave her. And, when the girls are having a little powwow moment about the abuse and whatnot, and Karen's like, when Zach, abused and hit me, that's when I knew I had to leave him. And then Danny spoke up for him like, "Man, that man did not abuse you." So I feel like it could be those keys, but it just seems really weird because Aaron, for what we know, he only sat on the couch with Karen before going to the store, came back, was on the couch, they were having sex, and then he left. So for him to just randomly grab some keys and they just happen to be Zach, so I don't know. It just seems a bit forced, but who knows? And that could be why he leaves dejected. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, we're wrapping things up here. We're actually jumping to Zach's house, and it seems like Jake and Preston pull up around the same time. Jake is saying, "You looking for Zach?" Preston's like, "Yeah." And Jake says, "Well, he's not here," because remember, he's locked up. So there's that. Plus, they've met briefly before, when Jake came over, when Preston was helping, Zach unpack. And from there, we actually get to nighttime. So this episode is going to fly by from morning to night. Aaron is at Gary's office, and he's looking through the telescope. Because remember, in the end credit promo, what does Aaron say? Oh, Gary, "I bought her that apartment. She's in there having sex with that dude." Gary, "How do you know that?" Then Aaron looks at the telescope. "Man, this is not good." And Gary's like, "I bought her that place." So remember, Aaron is Gary's spiritual advisor, but I wonder when Aaron's like, "Man, this is not good." "Yeah, I know, right? I bought her that apartment." "Nah, man. He's giving her back shots. That ain't right." If he quoted Jake, that would be funny as hell. So that's how that scene's going to play out. But I wonder if Andy's going to find out because Aaron might tell Karen and then Karen tells Andy, or maybe Jake does it. I don't know. But in any case, that's really the promo in itself. We got a couple of scenes where there's no speaking, like Danny looks a bit frustrated at work for some reason. I don't know why. And, oh yeah, I didn't mention Andy comforting Fatima, so there's that. But regardless, that's the promo in a nutshell for Enemy of Mine. I hope you enjoyed the video. I do appreciate the support. You being here watching, helping the views get up, really does help out the channel. So hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Hit subscribe and hit the bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post content on the channel.